6:03 on WTOP. It's Wednesday, the 11th of June. Hazy sun expected. Temperatures heading to the upper 80s. Right now it's 66 in Washington. Good morning, I'm Mark Lewis.
And I'm Michelle Basch. Our top local story, the Army's big military parade and celebration in D.C. is not until Saturday, but we are already feeling the effects. We get the latest from WTOP's Alan Etter.
Construction has been underway for several days now. Here on the National Mall, a sound stage is being built south of the Ellipse along the north side of Constitution Avenue. And that has resulted in the right lane heading westbound on Constitution being unavailable for travel. In addition, 15th Street to Constitution is closed down to Independence. Fortification is underway right now to surround federal buildings along the parade route with steel barriers. This is for crowd control. The parade will enter D.C. at the Lincoln Memorial, then head east along Constitution, ending at 15th Street. The Army is installing steel plates along the route to help cushion the impact of having 60-ton tanks on them. More roads are expected to close on Thursday, earlier if needed. Alan Etter, WTOP News.
An oversight panel which monitors metro rail systems says a new program is showing that trains are cutting down on the number of station overruns. Details from WTOP's Dan Ronan.
Safety Commission engineer Paul Smith said in the first 10 days of automated train operation on the green and yellow line, there have been 25 station overruns compared with 40 overruns during the same period when the system was put into place on the red line.
Some of the lessons learned during the activation of ATO and passenger service on the red line have been applied to the activation of ATO on green and yellow lines, and this seems to have had a positive impact.
But engineers are reviewing why the Gallery Place station is having an abnormally high number of overruns. The matter is under investigation. Automatic train operations were standard on Metro until a 2009 fatal crash. Now the transit agency is bringing it back, but with new safety guidelines. Dan Ronan, WTOP News.
The health of the Chesapeake Bay trended in the wrong direction last year, but WTOP's Scott Gelman reports there are some bright spots in a long-term outlook.
Changing climate is definitely affecting the bay.
That's one of the reasons the Chesapeake Bay got a C grade, down from the C+ it got last year. Bill Dennison is Vice President for Science Application with the University of Maryland Center for Environmental Science.
One of the things that we saw in Maryland in particular was a prolonged summer drought. Not so much spring, but a summer drought punctuated by these extreme runoff events.
That meant crops didn't get enough water, so they couldn't soak up nutrients.
When it did rain, there were the excess nutrients that were washing into the bays.
And the extreme heat has consequences too.
The higher temperatures make it less oxygen in the water. It stresses the fish, shellfish.
But the long-term trends have been positive, including improvements in dissolved oxygen levels, which help aquatic life. Scott Gelman, WTOP News.
After a legal settlement, some of the big money of college sports is now flowing to student athletes. WTOP's John Doman reports a local lawmaker is trying to get those who are still in high school ready for what's to come.
With colleges now being able to pay these students, it's a lot of money at stake.
So Maryland Delegate Denise Roberts is holding the first ever Hustle HQ event at Wise High School tomorrow night, giving high school athletes and their parents a chance to learn about revenue sharing, NIL deals, and all the legal changes that have happened.
You know, I want parents and students to get ahead of this information.
In some cases, a college athlete might make more than a professional counterpart.
I have a parent whose student is at West Virginia, and she was like, I wish I had this information a long time ago, and she's coming to get that information because while he didn't get it at the beginning, there's still opportunity for him to, be armed with the information now.
John Doman, WTOP News.